Dan Brown here, and we are in front of Kirby Junior High School. Now, why would we be on a brick mortar and everything else? Well, this used to be detention. Not that I've earned anything, but yeah, it was kind of weird, because detention, what would happen is you'd always have two hours or 4 hours. And then if you got caught smoking, it was 7 weeks of detention, 4 hours. My goodness, that's draconian a little bit. And what else is detention? I remember the professor, and he was very, very strict. And he was no nonsense. I mean, if you talked or anything else, he was all military, I'm sure. And he was, and whoa, sheesh. But behind these walls, if they could talk, yes, I did have detention at times, but it was not warranted. It was a mistake. But you know what? I feel like singing another little song, but I can't sing anything song. It must be a misunderstanding. Well, anyway, I'm gonna try to chisel out the detention. It scarred my life, and now I'm getting over it after 35 years. It's all right. And what we're going to do next is, what are we going to do next? Oh, we're going to have Kirby Junior High School welcoming us for, not detention, for libraries and all that other good stuff that the students are learning. Yes, learn. Bye. Right behind us is the old gem store. And that used to be a grocery store, and it was a place to be. And I always remember the first album I ever collected was Houses of the Holy, Led Zeppelin. And I was so anxious to go back and have the record player and everything else, but it originated here, my record collection, the first one, and not the last one. And anyway, if you go further down, that's my old house. Maybe we can go and see my house. I don't know. Well, I'll give you a teaser. I don't know. I don't know, because if we set everything up and the neighbors come out, or the occupants come out and they say, "Hey, what the heck are you doing? This is my house." Oops. But I don't think so. So we may be knocking on 11526 Raymond and say hello. Yes, surprise. All right, go. Hi, we're here in the front of the Hazelwood Opportunity Center, Hazelwood School District, and Eli is gonna tell him, I'm gonna tell him, what do you do at Brown & Brown?
Well, I've been with Brown & Brown for over 20 years. I was fortunate enough to be hired in law school. I was the first attorney that Dan and Ed hired, and it's been a good fit, and I decided to never leave.
Oh,
so I've been in charge of our litigation, which is when you file a lawsuit. I've been in charge of our litigation department about 18 years now. Several attorneys under me now that I get to direct and have them do more of the grunt work, so to speak, but I'm still touching most every file that goes into a lawsuit in court, and help Dan with management of making some of those decisions, some of the tough decisions, and hiring personnel and pay raises and that type of really fun stuff that everybody loves to handle on the day-to-day, right?
Did you say pay raises? I'm sorry.
Believe it or not, some people want those.
Oh, I'm sorry. Something got. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, that's about it, Dan.
That's it? Well, I don't want to go with bad blood or anything else like that, but hey, what else can I say? My old alma mater, and goodbye, farewell. Dude, oh, we can't do that.
That one you might be able to get away with.
You think so?
It's pretty old.
Please, no cease and desist.
Let's cut it.
All right. Let's do it.
Here we are at Hazelwood Opportunity Center.
And what do I know about the Opportunity Center is, well, I'm reminiscing a little bit, and the reason being is because I spent 2 years here, and I always remember when that door right there, there's a line for the 7th graders to get your card for the school, and it's kind of sentimental. It hasn't changed at all, and you reminisce, but then in life you keep on going. You can't dwell in the past or anything else. But I do remember I was very short when I came here at 7th grade. I mean, I think I was about this high, and that was kind of, well, it wasn't fun, I mean, to tell you. And but I did persevere, and I remember my pop. He said, "Look, I did my dad. They had the same thing, the growth spurt." And thank goodness he did, because it would have been kind of bad if I was 5'4". Not that there's anything wrong with that, but anyway. So I reminisce. I think that this is a good school, and I do reminisce because I don't think that I'll be able to come here again. I don't know why. I guess I could just come back, but it's kind of, what's Gramps doing there? And how about your experience at junior high school? Did you have any?
I had a brother that was a year older than me, and fortunately he was bigger and tougher than most of the kids there, so I was well protected.
Oh, sheesh.
Because like you, I wasn't very big.
Okay.
I don't remember being real short. I was probably average, but I was skinny.
Oh.
And I see my own kids now, they're all thin, and they'll eventually put on some muscle and some
Yes.
size, but it took a long time.
But it's a precarious situation, because 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, you're doing a lot of development. I mean, to tell you,
Some of those 8th graders look like full-grown men.
oh my gosh.
Some of those 6th graders, not so much.
I remember that Coach Cruel, and that was his name. He was a real good coach. He really was, and he was a wrestler. And if you're out there, Coach, hey, I'll give you a warm hello, because that was. And I went out for wrestling as too, and what happened was they gave it to me because I was so skinny, and they said, well, cast Brown out there, he might have something to do. And I think it was like 55 pounds. Does that sound
That's pretty
like it?
small. Maybe.
What was the smallest that he had? He said, well, Brown's here. And then I remember Timmy Coven. He beat me in wrestling every time. And what do I do? I mean, he just say, okay, I give up. Did I give up? Yes, I did. I did. Jeez, because I got beat up enough. But I'm reminiscing and but it's time. Oh, you can't sing anything. Oh, I almost got caught. No, 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 no. All right, well, anything else to say?
That's it.
All right, our adolescent years are gone, but Eli and I live on.
There we
go.
go.
Yes, yes. Ah. At Brown & Brown, our phone numbers are easy to remember. In Missouri, just dial all 3s. In Illinois, dial all 8s. So if you've been injured in a car crash or hurt on a job, call now for a free consultation. At Brown & Brown, we'll give you the personal attention that you deserve. We only get paid if you collect, so if you've been hurt in a car crash or hurt on a job, call us now for a free consultation. In Missouri, dial all 3s. In Illinois, dial all 8s. And at Brown & Brown, if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. Hello from Spanish Lake. Eli, what do you know about Spanish Lake?
Well, I know it used to be Spanish Pond,
Yes.
and they wanted to sell houses, so they said, I think most people are going to rather live by a lake than a pond. So they changed the name.
Yeah,
I think probably genius, don't you think?
yes, I think so.
Yeah, I heard there's a cross-country course around it, which most cross-country courses run a little over 3 miles.
Yes,
Which, if I'm doing the math, I'm going to guess that makes the lake probably about 10 acres.
that's about right.
Okay.
And then I remember in 1973, they had a fish kill, and some of these catfish, which are huge, but they were floated upside down, and
Didn't smell too good, did it?
Oh no, it didn't. I mean, to tell you. And then what was it? The 77 or 78, the lake frozen. I mean, it was 100% frozen. So we were, being kids, hopping up and down and seeing if it was going to crack or something. And
Play any hockey on it?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We probably didn't. You see, back in my day, I hate to say this, but our feet kept growing and growing. So when you put on another
Skates don't
skate,
fit.
I mean, you're like, they're too small.
So did you ever fish out here?
Oh yes, I fish a lot, and it was kind of weird because you'd have to have $3, and then they give you $1 back. And being 8 years old, we didn't have any money, so they got 0 back and 0 here. I mean, and we used to, but we would always be on the other side of the lake, and I shouldn't say this, but the rangers didn't want to walk all the way down there, and we knew where we could kind of sneak in there. But when you're 7 and 8 year old kids, I mean, $2 was a lot of money. I mean, to tell you, and we caught a whole bunch of fish. My parents were happy, and and Spanish Lake is. We have the benches here, and what do we have also? We have the plaque, our plaque. Yes?
From the fountain.
Yes. And so when you're driving by Spanish Lake, there's a little monument right here, compliments of Brown & Brown. Honk your horn, do something. And but other than that, it's a beautiful day, and there's really not. Oh, I know what I wanted to know. There was ice, and it was 1973 or 74. We could ice skate across Spanish Lake, and that was amazing. And I kept. Even myself, I was testing it. I mean, like with the big rock, boom, and nothing. I mean, it was ice for a long, long time, and going ice skating on there, that was a lot of fun. But always remember, and everybody remember this, please. If you ever have ice on a lake and you feel a boom, like get the heck out of there.
Right.
I remember, I'm going to regress a little bit, but I had my skates and I went to a lake at Mizzou, and we were playing hockey, and all of a sudden I said, well, I got to go and get this puck. So I'm going to get the puck, and all of a sudden it was just like, oh, like that. It just boom. And I said, oh, shoosh. A nice way of saying, oh, shoosh. So anyway, oh my goodness, I just thought, because if you got your skates on and everything else, that could have been a tragic situation. Sure. And I just get really slow. And boy, I remembered that. And it scared me, and that was the last time I've ever free skated on a lake. So boys and girls, well, we can't say boys and girls. I mean, it's 3:30 in the morning or something like that. Oh no! So, but boys and girls and people of all ages, if you're walking across ice, be careful, because that could have been my demise. And then, no, it's
right.
Be terrible. And but Spanish Lake, we like you. We used to have Lakers days here, and it was fun. But then it kind of petered out, and the reason being is because lack of desire. It's a hassle and there was like the last time it was over 100 people there. And then everybody was going fine, and then all of a sudden, some grudges came abreast, and these people started fighting. And I said,
And that's
check,
the end
please.
of it. Yep.
Check, please. So we do it in a Catholic church now on the parking lot, an abandoned church. So
is the Lakers Day?
Yes.
All right.
And so it's still happening, but I don't know, with the with various diseases and everything else, you never know. All right, well, my feet are barking again, and anything else to say?
Beautiful out here. Everybody should see it.
Well, turn around. Hey, our fountain. Yay!
So Dan, we're here at Spanish Lake, and we have the fountain behind us. What can you tell us about it?
Well, 50,000 reasons why we support the fountain, because we paid for it. But that's okay. We might pay for another one.
All right.
Yes.
So
we may do it all upon every state, or not every state, 50 states. I mean, up in Alaska, what is this guy going up here to Alaska for? For goodness sakes.
Well, it does a lot more than just look beautiful.
Well,
it's an aerator. An aerator adds oxygen into the water.
Yes.
Believe it or not, fish need oxygen.
Yes.
That keeps them alive.
I knew that before, but I'm glad I can
making a healthy lake. That's what you're doing.
And but it is a beautiful lake, and it's a pleasure just to have these parks. And I do think that a lot more people should come on out here. I mean, to tell you, this is
a true hidden gem up here.
Yes.
They do a great job with it.
And then if you get bored from here, which you wouldn't, but you can go a mile and a half down the road, and you have the confluence of the, is that the right?
That's the right word.
I got it! Yay! Of the Mississippi River and the Missouri River. So, you can go on down there and take a look at it, and yeah, it's a gem as well. And I'm just happy that we have a beautiful day, and I think that's about it. Anything else?
No, I'm just proud of you with Confluence.
3 syllable words. That's my law school upbringing. If it's more than 3 syllable words,
move on.
That's it, man. 4, no. 5, encyclopedia, yay, 4.
Polysyllabic.
Mississippi,
Oh, that's pretty good.
that's pretty good. Is that 5 or 4? Come on.
Mississippi. 4.
4. Okay, we'll do. I don't know how we got in this brawl, but hey, 4 is better than 5. All right, and what else is next on the horizon? Spanish Lake. I've been here since my dad took me first when I was 6 years old to this lake, and that's a long time ago. Like I said before, they started charging, and for the fees when you're a 6-year-old kid, that's a lot of money. So I'm happy that I have the money now. Well, absolutely. Well, maybe I don't have the money now, but if I had the money now.
But they don't charge anymore up here.
They don't.
We were told all you need is a fishing license. I don't think you even need that as a kid.
Oh.
So you could come up here and fish the lake and
catch a big catfish. And catch a couple bugs.
they're starting to come out.
Ouch. Boom, boom, boom. But, well, Spanish Lake, we enjoyed your presence. And if you're out there, and even if it's 3:30 in the morning or anything else like that, I mean, don't go out at 3:30 in the morning, but the following morning, you should go on out there. Take a walk around here. This is a treasure, and it's underutilized, and heck, I don't know what else to say. And do you have anything? All right, well, we're going. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, maybe you're thinking you can deal with the insurance company on your own. But remember, insurance companies have a staff of professionals working for them. We're the attorneys at Brown & Brown. Don't be a victim twice. To get your car fixed, obtain a rental car, and get compensated for your injuries, you should have us working for you. We have offices in Missouri and Illinois. So call us now. In Missouri, dial all 3s. In Illinois, dial all 8s. And at Brown & Brown, if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. Hello, and this is Denise. Denise knows everything about Spanish Lake Park. So, with no...
Well, I walk here every day, and when I saw you down here, I just wanted to come and say thank you very much, because the fountain is just a real delight for all of us that come here. And I come here daily. I live not too far from here. Grew up in Spanish Lake.
Yay!
Not gonna say when.
Well, don't say that.
It's on film. But yeah, this park has been here forever, and it's gone through so many different changes.
Yes,
it has.
that's true.
From the walkways to the little play stations that we have now, and the fountain is just really beautiful.
Yay!
Today there's no wind, so you can see what a beautiful shape it has.
It was out of commission for a little bit, but you know what?
Yes.
It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, if let's say it's 20 degrees below zero, I don't think that the fountain's going to be.
Well, it was a pump, and there's quirks in a lot of things, right?
True.
So they got the cork done out.
Yes.
And we were all exasperated by it, and happy and delightful that it happened again.
Now, do you walk the entire perimeter?
It's a 1.4 mile walk, but there's other little avenues that you can take to extend it. And then there's also what I call the back 40, which is the border now for our up and coming zoo.
That's right.
Yeah, so what used to be like the softball fields, and it's football and soccer now mainly. They talked about putting a fish hatchery there many years ago, but that didn't pan out. But there is a lot available here, not only at the park, but in all of Spanish Lake. And pretty soon, all of you are going to be wanting to come this way when that zoo opens up.
You know what? I don't know about the zoo. Is it going to be like? Do you have any information?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, viewers, but it's owned by the St. Louis Zoo. They bought it from the pipe fitters. That was Emerald Green Golf Course a couple of years ago. And their projection is that it'll open up in 2026. It's to preserve animals that are, they're threatened, extinguished, what do they call that?
Like if a giraffe breaks a leg, you can...
Well, an extinction, keeping all animals from extinction. More four-legged animals, nothing that's going to fly or jump over a fence and get on me when I walk the back 40. But they're talking about it being a safari type thing where you can spend the night, a zip line.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I mean, but I just don't want us to become the big tourist attraction of the world and change this little hidden secret that we have here in Spanish Lake.
Well, what is
I love it because it's quiet.
I'm going to drive by there,
you
the
should.
old pipe fitters.
Yeah.
So what would I see right now?
Nothing.
Oh. Something, grass or something.
Well, you're not going to see a golf course anymore. I think they're letting the terrain take its natural course to see what kind of animals, is best there. But we were all a little shaken earlier this spring. They cut down a lot of trees.
Ooh, I'm looking at them.
No, not here. Around the perimeter of the zoo area. But apparently they bought out a little bit more than just what the pipe fitters owned. There's some families that I've talked to that they moved because they bought their house, like for a research area, and so we're all curious what kind of fence they're going to build.
I remember the fence.
For the pipe fitters.
Yes.
My sister jumped that.
Oh.
Her and her friends, they went skinny dipping in the pool. That was.
I'm
not going to tell you our last name.
No.
You might have had to, I don't think there was a case about it, but they got in trouble. But yeah, the pipe fitters used to be great.
It used to be because they had a swimming pool. They had
the Olympic-sized swimming pool.
And nine golf course or whatever. And it was always fun.
It was built as a retirement area for the pipe fitters, and then they decided to change it to a golf course.
And I always remember the we better get you.
I do have to get to work at Craft Alliance in the new Makers District.
Okay. Well,
thank you very much. Again.
We had fun. Joy, we had fun. We had do-do-do-do-da.
Okay.
All right, going, and gone.